and I had these sewing needles stuck in my carpet. I couldn't find them, and it's like, I hated these things. I was like, why do I have this? I don't even know how to sew. Hello, my name is Stephanie, and this video today is going to be about my KonMari experience. KonMari is short for the KonMari Method, and it comes from this book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. Not many books have really impacted me, obviously the Bible and a couple other really good ones, but concerning my just housekeeping and day-to-day life of cleaning and cooking and taking care of my family and being a homemaker, this book has changed, has impacted me in such a great, awesome way. But I learned about it from Instagram, and all my Instagram friends were talking about it, raving about it, and I'm like, I don't need this. I'm pretty clean. I'm pretty minimal. I don't need it, whatever. But still, I was cleaning all the time. I was frustrated all the time because I'm one of those type of people who, if I'm in a cluttered, dirty environment, it's the way my mind is. If it's dirty and cluttered and messy, I can't think. I can't concentrate. I become frustrated. I become agitated. And it really stinks because I wish I was one of those people who could live in just chaos and think clearly and paint or write or whatever, you know, artsy people do. But I'm not. It's like all I can think about, I have to clean this. I have to clean this up. I can't live like this. And being a homemaker, I'm always home, and my kids are always home with me. I homeschool them, so the place does get pretty messy. And finally, they wouldn't go away. I just kept hearing about it. So I was like, all right, fine. So I ordered it, and I started reading it, and oh my gosh, just thank you, Marie Kondo, so much. It's like we moved from a very big house to a 900 square foot mobile home. If you don't know, we're remodeling it right now. We paid cash, and we moved so quickly. I didn't have enough time to like really get rid of stuff, and I wouldn't even know how I hadn't read this book at that time, so I wouldn't have known how to fully declutter. So we moved with all of our crap when we got here, and I was like, this is not happening. This stuff's got to go. So I got rid of a lot of stuff, but still, it was still cluttered. It was still messy. I was still frustrated all the time because I was cleaning, and I just got Invisalign, and so I'm probably talking really funny. I'm sorry about that, but I was still frustrated all the time, and I started reading through this book, and the first thing, you know, one of the first things she says is, if you declutter a little bit every day, you'll be decluttering forever, which is like what I was doing. It's like it would never, it was doing a little bit here and there every once in a while, or like buy a room, and it was never going away. The clutter and the stuff was never going away, and I was always cleaning. And so the first thing she says is, advises you need to declutter by category. I am almost done completely with the process. I just have one box of photos. I only have one box of photos. I need to go through that and really figure out what photos what photos bring me joy. She talks about stuff bringing you joy. And being a Christian, I mean, things, obviously I try not to let things be joy or bring me joy in my life, but do get use out of things. I do find like I'm glad to have this object or whatever, and I don't mean to demonize things, but I was like, well, wait a minute, this is weird. I mean, I get my joy from God. I don't get my joy from things, but I still use things every day in my life, and these things were cluttering up my home and just basically providing no purpose at all. So I mean, she's not a Christian. It's not a Christian book, but it really caused me just to look at stuff in a really critical eye. And even stuff I'm buying now, I am very critical about stuff I purchased even after doing this whole journey, having to get rid of stuff and buying it, and then in a matter of no time it seems like it breaks, or it doesn't work anymore, or you don't want it, or your kids grow out of it, or whatever it may be, and then it's okay, you have to worry about getting rid of it and filling it up in a landfill somewhere. And so I'm definitely ultra careful about stuff I buy now, because when you think about how much stuff that comes into your homes, birthdays, Christmases, grocery shopping, you know, whatever it may be. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff coming in our homes, but do we ever have a time when the stuff leaves our homes? So she talks about make tidying a big time special event, and you do it all at one time. It may take you a couple months, but you do it all at one time, not just a little bit here, a little bit there. And once it's gone, man, you're like, it's never gonna get this bad again. I'm never gonna clutter up the place again. And it's so much easier once you do it in one fell swoop to never fall back to that. So yeah, we got rid of so much stuff. My husband got rid of about 70% of his clothing. I got rid of a bunch of old clothing that just crappy, shouldn't even be having it anyways. Got rid of a bunch of books. Went through all my books. And the hardest part was the kimono, or the miscellaneous section. That was the hardest part because everything else falls into that category. Besides clothing, books, sentimentals, everything else falls into kimono. And for instance, this is one instance. I had a little teeny sewing set with threads and needles. Well, the little needle part kept popping open, and it would end up all over, like inside my desk drawer, and then my kids would play in there or whatever, and they'd fall out on the floor. And I had these sewing needles stuck in my carpet. I couldn't find them, and it's like, I hated these things. I was like, why do I have this? I don't even know how to sew. So I got rid of so much little teeny stuff that we keep for no reason at all. And I took so many trips to the Goodwill. I have a really large Goodwill store around here, and oh man, I filled up my entire van full of stuff, and I'll probably have shown you pictures of that by now. We are remodeling a room, one room at a time, and everything has to come out of that room, put into another room, and then we have to we're doing like sanding, we're putting in new windows. The whole room is being demolished. So all this stuff has to come out, and it has to go somewhere, and it's like, we live in a tiny place. And so especially if you're remodeling, I cannot tell what going through this book has done for me in the middle of remodeling a house, because it's just less crap I have to move and clean and store and organize. So we got out of debt, and something that helped us out with that was gathering up all the change that was laying underneath the couch cushions, in our purses, on the ground, wherever it would be, and we put it in a big jar. And when it got filled up, we took it to the bank or took it to Walmart, and you put it in the coin machine, and we got cash for that. And I mean, a jar about this big full of coins, that's like $40 or something. And I am obviously not going to keep that in my purse. And so she just says keep the change in your purse, don't keep it anywhere in your house. And I know, absolutely do not. We put it in a big jar, we keep it in our home. When it fills up, we take it to the bank. And so that's one thing I don't agree with of hers. Another thing that I don't agree with of Marie Kondo, which is fine because the book was amazing, mostly besides these few points, but she would clean her sponges and like hang them out to dry outside. It's like, I don't know, I mean, it's a totally different culture over there in Japan. They probably have different style homes, but I'm definitely not going to keep my sponges outside, you know, so that's just not going to work. But I mean, besides that, everything else was just amazing. And now I actually have room to display my most loved items. You know, like a cross or a Bible or flowers or family pictures or whatever. It's like I actually have room to display it. So yeah, I really just can't recommend this book enough. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's amazing. Even if you think you're clean, even if you think you're minimal, you probably need to check out this book, and because it'll really step it up a notch. So this is from my friend Gwen. She's my best friend. She watches all of my videos, and Gwen, this is for you. You need to get this book. Gwen just moved into a brand new house, and she's trying to organize and keep it clean, but there's no comparison. Nothing else. No other organization or cleaning book can compare with this. And I've tried a lot of them. I've tried the Fly Lady method. I've tried Tell Your Time and all these just different time management or tools, because I was like, well, I just don't have enough time to clean. I need to make more time to clean, and then I can do other stuff. No. It's like my house still gets dirty, but the time it takes to clean it up is a fraction of what it used to take me, especially when my kids are helping or my family is just helping me with which they should, but sometimes they don't. But before, it would take me hours and days to get my house clean, and now 10 minutes the whole place could be picked up. Yeah, I'm gonna post a link to it. You can buy it off Amazon. I'll post it down below, and that is an affiliate link, so thank you for supporting my family. Bye.